Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, I am back again with the new video. Alright, so we were learning what are our common factors, isn't it? How to take common factors of two numbers. Oh, let's take in the last class we took in the last video I took example of 4 and 18. Let me take today's two numbers 3 and 9. Okay, what are the common factors between 2 and 9? So factors of 3 are what? 1 and 3, isn't it? What about factors of 9? Yes, it is 1, 3 and 9, isn't it? You don't have the 9 in 2 table, then 4 table, 5 table, 6 table, 7 table, 8. Okay, so you have only three factors of 9, that is 1, 3 and 9. So between these two numbers, which are your common factors? So you have common factors 1, 1 and 3 and 3, 3. So you'll say that common factors factors of 3 and 9 are what? 1 and 3. Okay, let's take one more example. Okay, so you are going to see the next in the common factor only. If you have only a 1 as common, what you'll do? Yes, if I take one example like 4 and 15. Okay, so you have factors of 4 are what? 1, 2 and 4, isn't it? 1, 2 and 4. Factors of 15 will be 1, 3, 5 and 15. So in common between these two, that is 4 and 15, is only 1, isn't it? So if common factor is 1, okay, this 1 is what? It is going to be common factor of all the numbers, right? If I take any number, it is normally in this example what we took, we have common factor 1, isn't it? In the previous example, I think we had 1 and 3, isn't it? So common factors between 3 and 9, what were those? Factors of 3 were 1, 3. Factors of 9 were 1, 3 and 9. So 1 and 3 were the common factors. So 1 will be common factor between any two numbers. Okay, that is going to come anyhow. So such kind of numbers whose common factor is only 1, okay, we call that numbers as co-primes. Okay, so what was the prime number? Yes, the number which have only two factors, that is 1 and itself, then you call that number as prime number, isn't it? So the common factor, that is a pair of number in which you have common factor as only 1, okay, then these two numbers 4 and 15 are called co-primes. Okay, co means together. Okay, 4 and 15 are co, so they have only 1 as the common factor between them. Okay, or you call it as co-prime or relatively prime. All right. Okay, in exercise problems or when we have online Zoom meeting, at that time inshallah we will do many examples. Okay, and we can find many co-primes. isn't it? Do you want me to take example of still co-primes? If I take 3 and 7, okay, so factors of 3 will be 1 and 3. What about factors of 7? It is 1 and 7. So between 3 and 7 you have only 1 as a common factor, isn't it? So 3 and 7 are also co-primes. Okay, so this is how, if it is common factor is only 1, then you will say that they are co-primes. You can take 3 and 15 is there, right? 15, 17, they are co-primes, because in 15 factors of 15 are what? 1, 3, yes, 5, 10, you will not get 10, 15. And what about I've told 15 and 17, right? In 17 you have 1 and only 17. So between these two number you have only one common factor, that is 1. Okay, that is why you can say 15 and 17 are co-primes. Okay, I hope it is clear now. What are co-primes? First of all, what is a prime number? A prime number is the number which has only two factors, that is 1 and itself. Okay, and co-prime is what? A between the two numbers. Okay, if you have a common factor as 1, then you say those two numbers are as co-prime or relatively prime. Alright, let's move on to the next topic, which is also an important one, that is common multiple. So by the name itself you can write this as CM, that is common multiple. For this is common factor, you'll write it as CF, short form. Okay, so whenever I write next from the next, that CM means common multiple. If I write CF, it is common factor. Okay, so what is common multiple? So common multiple is the name itself, you can get it. It's again very simple. So common multiple is you will find the multiples of the given numbers and then take the common from them. Okay, so we took example for 4 and 6. Now multiples of 4 are, multiples mean, just remember, table. Okay, so for 4 you have 4 ones 4, 4 twos 8, 3 is 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and so on, isn't it? And similarly multiples of 6, you have 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos 12, 6 3 is 18, 6 4 is 24, 6 5 is 30, 6 6 36, 6 7 is 42 and so on. Okay, so these multiples are infinite. Okay, all right, so just take common between these two multiples, this row and this row. So you have 12 as common in both and 24. Okay, and when you move further, so you'll have many more. Okay, if I take more of multiples of 4, what you'll get after 28, it is 4 5 is 24, 6 24, 4 7 is 28, 4 9 is 32. Sorry, this is 32. Okay, after 32 it is 36. 4 8 is 32, 4 9 is 36, then 4 10 is 40 and so on. This goes on. Multiples you don't have finite, they are infinite. See, you got 36 again, which is common in your 6 table and 4 table, isn't it? So you have 36 again, like this. So if you move on further and take multiples of 6 as well and again 4, you will get many more in the front. Okay, so we have got now 12, 24, 36 and so on as a multiples, that is common multiples between 4 and 6. Okay, so if I say least common multiple, then it is going to be 12. Least means smallest. Okay, so it is going to be 12, isn't it? So we have a procedure to do that later in the next section of your unit. You have LCM, that is least common multiple, and HCF, that is highest common factor. Okay, so you have common factors here as only one, so highest common factor will be again 1. Okay, some you will have 1 and 2 at that time. Later we can see that HCF. Okay, so I hope everyone know how to take common multiples, okay, of two numbers given. So first write the multiples of those numbers, and then just take the common numbers which you have in both the numbers. Okay, so 12, 24, 36 are common. Okay, here one more example I took. Take two numbers 10 and 12. So what are the multiples of 10? You have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, and then 110, 120, 130, 140, and so on. Multiples of 12, you have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Okay, and what about 12 tens as 120, right? So you'll have 12 tens as 120, which is also there, but 10 12 is 120 in the 10 table. So you have 60, 120. What would be the next common multiple? Yes, so 12 5s is no, it will be again 12 20s. So 2 2s 4, 240. Our next common multiple will be 240. Okay, and this is going to be somewhere 240. You 10 24s 10, yes, 24s is 240. Okay, so like that you will have infinite number of common multiples. All right, so least common multiple is 60. Okay, so less than this 60 number, you don't have the common multiples between them, isn't it? So first common multiple was 60, so that is why you call 60 as least common multiple. All right, I hope this is clear to everyone. There is common factors, how to take common factors and how to take common multiples. Okay, now the main important and this thing is of your unit is prime factorization. Okay, prime factorization means you are finding the prime numbers, okay, of any prime factors, you can say. Okay, so of any number given. How exactly you do? You have two methods for this prime factorization. One is your T model, okay, or division method. So you have these two methods to get your prime factors. All right, now what is exactly prime factorization procedure you are going to see? See, prime factor is what you are getting the numbers which are not further divisible, not divided. Okay, when you break, suppose you have a number 90 given. Okay, I can break this number 90 as 10 into 9. 10 into 9 is what? 90, isn't it? So I took like this, and again further I can divide this 10 as what? 5 into 2, isn't it? 5 2s is 10, and 9 I can divide this number as 3 multiplied by 3. So after that, if is 5 can you split more? No. 2 also you can't split more. 3 and 3. Okay, so this is your last the splitting of the numbers. You can't split these numbers further. Okay, or divide the numbers further. So your prime factors or prime number factors of 90 are 5, 2, 3 and 3. Okay, so by using T model, this is how you do. But the next method, that is division method, it is very it is easy for you if the given number is very big. Okay, if your number is given something 225 something like this, it is difficult for you to split this number, isn't it? To you, if for going by this T model, it becomes difficult for you. Okay, now you can use your division method. How exactly you are going to use division method? Let me explain it. I think we can do that in our next class. Okay, because we are up with the time. Okay, so prime factorization with division method we will see in the next class, inshallah. Okay, until we meet again, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.